Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Leah, this is Homeschool at Heart, and today we're going to be talking about the website Temu. Alright you guys, so let's talk about Temu. I don't know if you have seen it advertised on your social media or not, but I'm going to talk about today, is it fact or fiction? Safe or sham? Trick or treat? Sure or scam? Honest or hoax? I've got dozens of these. So let's see what we think about this company called Temu. All right, so I have bought an assortment of things. I'm going to show you guys what I've bought from this place. If I have my phone, let's see. I'm going to tell you what I spent on them. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys what I spent on some of this stuff, and then I have a few tips and tricks to share with you for this website. So everything that I have bought so far from this company has been pretty legitimate and honestly pretty good quality for the prices that I'm paying. So for instance, this is what I'm going to show you. This was like the thing that got me, okay? So I bought these from Amazon. These are reusable water balloons, okay? They're really expensive. I don't know if you guys have seen these on Amazon, have purchased these. These ones don't even have the magnet in them, and they were still expensive. So it's a piece of silicone, and you dunk it in water, and you close this up while it's dunked in the water, and then you can throw it like a water balloon, and it's reusable. Okay, so that's the one I bought from Amazon. I can tell because it's dirty. It's been out in my yard. This is the one from the pack I got from Temu. They're exactly the same. If anything is different, it's that this one is a thicker material than this one. I anticipate they will work exactly the same. You can also buy the ones that have the magnets in them from Temu, but I didn't because these ones were cheap. I already had this one. It worked out okay. So they come in packs, little plastic packs like this. There are 8 in here. And what did I spend on this? Let's see. It was $3.99, guys, for this. I will put on the screen, I'll put what I paid for the ones on Amazon, but it was like around $25. Would I buy these from Temu again? Yes, I would, in a heartbeat. So let me tell you what else I have gotten from them. Okay, so since I'm in this particular order, this is one of those liquid eyeliner stamp things. It has the eyeliner. I didn't use that, but I have used the little, I don't know if you can see it, but I'll put it on my hand. Here is the stamp. So the wide end goes towards your eye, and then the little triangle, like the point, goes away from your eye to give you that cat eye. Honestly, I paid 97 cents for this guy. It's a little wide for what I like to do for my makeup, but I felt like it would work for some people just fine. Okay, so let's see. I bought 20. These were for babysitting purposes. I bought a 20 pack of these little, do you guys remember these little frogs? Anyway, you push the little end of them and they hop. I babysit my 1.5 and 2.5-year-old niece and nephew at least once a week, and they're gonna love these. We're learning about colors right now, so it's gonna be perfect. So that was $1.49. I bought a pack of these hair clips. Honestly, I thought they were gonna be bigger when I bought them. They are so tiny. And they're a little bit hard to open. I think over time they will get easier, but I'm struggling. So little hair clips. They came in some cute colors. So I probably wouldn't order them again because I have a lot of hair and those are kind of small, but you know, it is what it is. So it's not one of my tips and tricks, but make sure you look at the size when you're ordering something from there. Okay, so also there was 2 of these. This is a pumice stone with a handle. You can use these for feet, but I plan to use these to clean the inside of my toilet rim, and then I don't have to get my hand dirty Usually I have already cleaned it, so it's sanitized by the time I stick the pumice stone in there, but you know, when you have hard water stains, it's nice to be able to stick a long handled thing in there and not have to touch anything. So that is, there was 2 of those for $4.18. I feel like that's a great deal. I got this wooden Montessori math board. This was $7.28. It has, if I open it, it's gonna, like, there's all these pieces. So it has the times tables 1 through 9 on here. So it has the little, the block has the times table, and then you pick it up and the answer is under there. So we're working on math facts and being fast with that. So that is a cool little toy for my kids. What else did I buy in this order? Okay, life cycle board. I will show it to you and then I'll open it up a little bit. Okay, so here's this life cycle board. It comes in this box. So it has the little wooden board, and then it has a whole bunch of little pieces in there. You do have to put the stickers on yourself, but it has, for instance, here is corn. So then you have, I don't think that actually goes with it. There's 4 pieces. Anyway, so here's, there would be like a smaller plant, but here's the corn stalk. And then here's the corn stalk with the ears of corn on it. There's chickens and frogs, all kinds of bugs. So here's the little tadpole. Anyway, super cute. There's a whole box full of them, and a little drawstring pouch if you wanted to just put whatever you're going to use in there. I don't think it's big enough. Well, I guess you could put all the pieces in there if you didn't want to lose any of the little discs. I'm going to keep it in the box. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I have been looking at those on Amazon for a long time, and they're expensive. I spent $11 on that, $10.98. So let's see, let me find another order. I made 3 orders so far. Okay, so the very first order, and I will talk about your first order in a second. I bought these watercolor pens. It came with 9 in the pack. So here's some little short ones. These are taller. These all have like the typical like brush. These guys right here have, that's where I open them. These are the ones that you can put the water in, so they're nice for traveling. These ones have differing sizes of flat, like chisel tip. So there was 9 of those, and I got them for $3.78. I got a little desk lamp because my desk is super dark, and it charges with like a USB. And then you can turn it on. It has like white and it has yellow. So it's a pretty bright light, and it can change, like you can move it all over the place. So I was pretty happy with the way that was. Turn it off. That guy was $5.59. And then in that same order, I bought, they're back here. 1 second. A couple of these, and I'll show you a closer look at them. I'll turn the camera around. It's these rolling, like, they're like magazine carts kind of, and then they have like an organization thing on the top. So I got one that has like 5 tiers and one that only has 4, but there's books in this one, so you can kind of see how they go. I think there's 3 pretty good sized picture books in this one. There's 2 in this one. You can fit regular sized books in there too. And then there's storage in the top. They roll. They actually work really nicely. And I got those in my first order, and in a minute I'll tell you why that first order is important. But I only spent on those about $2 per one of those. So $2.20 for the 6-layer one and $2.64 for the 5-level one. Okay. Also, I got this cute little rainbow dress. has blue on the bottom for my 8-year-old. And that was $5.46. And it fits her well. It's super cute on. It was in like the toddler section, but the toddler section goes all the way up to size 8. So I got these little, they're paper clips, but they're like music notes. Let's see if I can, I don't know if you guys could see that. They're music notes. This is a gift for somebody. Those were $1. I got these little Band-Aid Post-its for my sister. Hopefully she's not watching this video before I give them to her. For $1.16. I got some punch cards for homeschool stuff. So I plan to use these like for things that my kids don't love doing. Like extra math practice, or my youngest for however many books she reads, like she'll get a reward when we get 10 punches on there, you know, that kind of stuff. Those were, they have a million different ones of those too. They were $2.19. This little lacing card, believe it or not, 2 of my children don't really know how to tie their shoes. And so this lacing card, I need them to learn how to tie their shoes. So that was $1.60. I got some washi tape. There was like 10 washi tape in here for $4. And oh, here's another homeschool thing. Where did it go? This is a homeschool channel, but so I'm showing a bunch of like school type things that I got. So this is fraction pieces. These were $1.79. So they're clear. This is the 1 whole. Here's the half. Oh, it's hard to see that. Let's see if I have something that I can put. I will use this so you could see what it is. 1/2, and it goes all the way up to 12ths. So we'll use that this year to kind of show fractions. That was, I don't know if I said it already, it was $1.79. That brings me to this, is like one of those little like wildflower things that, you know, if kids pick flowers and they have some place to put them. This was $4.94. They're really expensive if you buy them on Amazon. Oh, I didn't get this one out. One second. For $3.77, I got this. It's in my piano. And I'll show it to you, not on the piano as well, but it has 2 pieces, and it's like to help know where the piano keys are. One of my kids is teaching themselves how to play the piano, so I'll show it to you laid out on top of the piano too. But whole big old pack of sticky tabs, so they're like the kind that you use for dividing things. That was $3.14, and there are 200 of them. So they're like Post-it note tabs. I'm going to use these for my, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I talk about Harbor and Sprout a lot. So I'm going to use these for my Harbor and Sprout units so that I can divide which weeks go where. So it's easy to kind of like flip through our bound books, because I print those off on my computer. So then we can have like tabs, so it's easier to find where we need to be for the week. So that is all the stuff. So let me tell you guys some tips and tricks for getting the most out of your Temu experience. So the first tip, I have 4. Use your first order wisely. So here's what that means. So for those things that I showed you, and I'll show you a clip of them now, they are on there. I think if you don't use your first order to buy them, they're like $25 or $27. If you purchase that, if that's the thing that you decide to purchase with your first order, they will give you like 90% off, which was why they were like $2.50 a piece. But there's tons of big ticket items on there, and you could use your first order to purchase whatever. And I think that they give you a pretty good discount on every item in that order, but I'm not entirely sure about that. It could just be like the first 2 things you pick, or like, you know, I'm not sure. But use your first order to, for sure, when you set up the app and you pick things before you check out. Make sure you're picking like larger ticket items because you'll get the most discount out of the company by doing that. Price compare to other places. So I was looking at some gardening things because I'm a big gardener. I was looking at grow lights because that's something that I don't have for my garden yet, but I plan to order soon. Not from Temu though. And here's why. When I looked up, they had a set of grow lights that would like fit into little containers. So it was like the 5 little containers and 5 LED grow lights that would fit into the top of the little seedling containers, which I was like, oh, this is a really cool thing. And it was like USB, so you could plug it into any kind of USB port, and then it had like settings on it. Anyway, so I go to look it up on Amazon. I don't know why I did this, but it was like 20 bucks on Temu. And I was like, okay, well, for grow lights at like Home Depot or something like that, it's like $50. So $20 really seemed reasonable and good to me. But then I go and I look at it on Amazon and it's like basically the exact same price for that item. I could return it much easier to Amazon if something went wrong with it. So that is why I decided to hold off and not buy it from Temu. I will buy it from Amazon if I choose to buy that specific one. Probably I'll buy something that's a little bit better quality than that. But that, I learned my lesson for sure to price compare. It's the same thing with like dollar stores and, you know, even like Walmart or Target. Price compare some of the things because sometimes you think something is a deal and it really is not. Number 3 is don't buy things that you don't need. There's a lot of really cool stuff on there and like they get you with this like low price and you're like, oh, maybe I do need that. Well, do you need like 1,000 different like shapes of paper clips? Probably not. This is going to be a gift for our music teacher, so I felt like we really did need this for $1. But guys, there's like, you can get book ones, you can get happy face ones, you can get all kitty cat ones. Like, I could find a reason to buy all of that, but I should not because I don't actually need those things. So, don't buy things you don't need. Okay. The last thing is, and this isn't really a tip, I guess, but the last thing I want to share about Temu, be prepared to wait for your items. It's going to take like 7 to 10 days. We're all in this like Amazon world where things come in like 2 days. This place ships from China, I assume. I'm not going to show you the side with my address on it, but it comes in this big orange bag. Some of them are bigger than others. Everything comes in a bag and it takes a good 10 days to get to you. They will give you a delivery window. If your items don't come in that delivery window, you don't have to contact them. They will give you a credit. I got a $5 credit on one of my orders because it came late, which was nice. And you know, they're keeping track. You don't even have to like contact them for that. They'll just do it automatically. So I felt like that was a good business practice. And then if something comes and it is broken, I did have something like that and I'll show you. It's one of those book stands. It came and the top organizer part of it was cracked. I was able to tape it back together. They did not even make me return it to them. They just refunded my $2.64. They did give me an instant refund of the money. It was kind of a bummer because I would have rather them send me a new one. But again, it's not Amazon. It probably is costly for them to ship. That being said, you have to order at least $15 worth of things. You can't order like $1 worth of something and have them send it to you. You have to spend at least $15, which at these prices like could be anywhere from like 3 to 15 items. So that is Temu in a nutshell. Let me know if that was helpful for you guys, if there's any of these things that you would order, or if you have placed an order with them, what did you order? Because I'm a little bit low-key obsessed with this. So I need to keep telling myself, don't buy things you don't need. And I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good day. Okay guys, this is if you're new to my channel, this is the part of the video where I talk about my personal life a little bit. So thank you for watching all the way to the end. It really does help out my channel and my views if you watch all the way to the end. I have had a week, you guys. It's been a week. I have spent the last 4 days painting my kitchen. Not really even the kitchen, just the cabinets. We are kind of doing a little bit of a kitchen remodel. We started out with, we bought new appliances during the 4th of July week, and they came yesterday. But I wanted to refresh my cabinets. I've been trying to get that done for like a year. So I decided that now was the time that I would get that done. I spent the first 2 days priming and then, well, cleaning and then priming. And then the next 2 days I spent painting. And my mom came and helped me, thank goodness, because it is a huge job. You never think, you think my kitchen is small. It's not gonna take that long to paint these cabinets. I don't have that many. Guys, it takes a long time. Anyway, and then the new appliances came. They are amazing. I'm so happy with them. But the appliance that we really needed to replace the most was the dishwasher. All of our appliances are over 15 years old. Well, the dishwasher actually was the youngest appliance, and it was 11 years old because it's the same age as Beth, my oldest. My mother-in-law graciously bought us that dishwasher when I was pregnant with her and pregnant with Beth, not my mother-in-law. Anyway, we got it when I was pregnant with my oldest child, the dishwasher. Even though we ordered the parts for the dishwasher, when we ordered the dishwasher, they didn't have the right parts with them to install it. So the old dishwasher is still in my kitchen and it only works half the time. So we have to continually like check to make sure that it has run correctly. And then sometimes we have to rerun it, which we like to run it at night. I don't like to run it during the day. I like to be able to unload it first thing in the morning so that we can just put all the dishes into it all day long and I don't have to do a giant pile of dishes at the end of the day. Anywho, so that all happened. It was very strange. We made the appointment with the people, which they called late at night the night before. Anyway, they said we'll be there between 2 and 6. So I was gonna come home. I had taken the kids swimming at a friend's house. I was gonna come home by 2:30. Well, by the time that I realized what happened, they had come at 1 o'clock and were out of my house by like 1:30. And then Tim was like, but they didn't install the dishwasher. And I was like, what? So they came early. They didn't have the parts that we ordered. And then they made a giant mess. Like, everything was out of every single cabinet. Nobody told us that this was gonna happen. You guys. So I was out in the sun at a pool with my kids for a large part of the day yesterday. And then I came home and there was no place to sit because the couches were like shoved against one wall and there was stuff everywhere. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, the amount of things that were all over the place. And then of course there's dirt places because when you pull out appliances, you can't typically clean under those things like refrigerators and ovens and stuff because they are not something that just like pulls out easily. Anyway, all that to say, it was a whole thing yesterday. But let me just show you my new appliances. And afterwards, I will see you in my next video. Have a great week, you guys, and happy homeschooling.